So I'm just gonna wear a beanie.
By the way, I'm editing this video right now, and please do excuse my incredibly feminine voice. Editing this is actually painful. Yeah, anyway, enjoy the video.
Because my hair looks absolutely terrible. Also, doggy. What are you looking at? Do you want these? Do you want treats? Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, National Coming Out Day was yesterday, and I was gonna film a video, but I didn't get to film a video, so we're filming a video today. So, I thought that to celebrate National Coming Out Day, I would talk about how I came out, and I will do that in 3 different videos. This one is going thumbs up. This one is going to be a bit about like how I figured out I was trans and like coming out to my closest friends. And then there's going to be a video about how I came out to my teachers and just people at school, and also how I came out to my parents. So yeah, let's begin. So I started questioning my gender in like February, March 2015 when I thought I was bisexual. I looked into the LGBTQ+ community and I looked up different genders, and I could really, or like I really felt like I could relate to the people in the videos I watched on YouTube about gender fluidity, because they explained it like they felt masculine sometimes, like they also had this masculinity in them, like these were like female to, yeah, biologically female people, I can't speak, sorry. And I really felt like I could relate to that, because I was like, oh my god, I do have this masculinity inside of me and I don't really feel good about myself a lot, so I think I'm gender fluid. What I did to come out to my closest friend Celine, she was the first person I came out to, I put together a video of me, of photos of me, some were masculine, some were feminine, and I put like, I added some music and then I DM'd that to her on Instagram and I wrote, Celine, ... I have something to tell you. I'm gender fluid, bitch. Beep. She was like, ah, that's so cool, like, I love you. And I was like, I love you too, and that was sort of it. Like, I knew that she was going to be really supportive because she and I, we have been best friends for years and years and years and years. And she's always been there for me, and also when I started questioning my sexuality, she was also the first person I told. Also because she introduced me to the girl who made me question my sexuality. Yeah. Yeah, that went really well. I have posted a video like on my channel with Celine in it, and I posted that like last Halloween, so if you want to watch that then feel free to go back. I have like silver hair and my voice is super high pitched, so yeah, fun times. After that I came out to some of my closest internet friends. Basically what I did was I wrote them this long message where I explained to them how I felt, and like I said some stuff about my sexuality and about like what being gender fluid means to me, and also that I love them and hope they still wanted to be my friends, and I just explained everything, pronouns, everything. Back then I went by Chrissy, and by the way that is not my birth name, like some people think it's my birth name. Chrissy is not my birth name. But yeah, so I just sent them that message. Most of them were really supportive. Most of them were like, ah, we still love you, like you're still an amazing person, and they still mean the world to us. There were some people who had like a problem with it. They were like very religious. We don't really talk anymore. It was okay. Most of them were really supportive, and yeah, so that went really well. So after that, summer came and I started questioning my gender even more. And when you are in that sort of phase thing where you're questioning your gender, like, oh my god, it is so confusing. Like, I was just so... I didn't really know what to do, because I didn't know how I felt. Like, I stopped identifying as gender fluid because I noticed that, like, my gender didn't really change. Like, I always felt so masculine, and then I identified as agender, and then I stopped identifying as agender and just said I was genderqueer, because I honestly had no idea what the F was going on with my gender, and it made me feel really terrible, to be completely honest, because I felt like I didn't really know who I was. So to anyone questioning the gender, continue, like, keep experimenting with like gender expression and pronouns and names and everything, and hang in there. It's going to be okay. And if you don't figure out your gender, that is fine. You do you don't need a label to be valid. And that doesn't just like go for people who are questioning the gender, but also their sexuality or what they, I don't know, maybe what subculture they're part of. I honestly have no idea, but just hang in there. You are awesome. You don't need a label to be valid. Yeah. I'll make a video about like questioning your gender or sexuality if you want that, so please comment if you do. I identified as a demi-boy, and then after that I sort of just, I don't know, people, well, like, I used gender-neutral pronouns at the time, then people just started calling me a boy and use he, him pronouns, and I just sort of went with it, and like, I didn't always know that I was a boy. Like, it took me such a long time to figure out, but now I feel very comfortable with boy. I like being a boy. I feel good. I feel good. So in August, school starts. And I changed my name to Kovu in like July or June last year. And I was just terrified because I realised that when I went back to school, people would call me my birth name. And I felt absolutely terrible, and I was so scared, and I didn't want to start school, like, at all. Like, I usually sort of look forward to starting school again, but last year it was just terrible. I got something in my teeth. So what happened was, I messaged this friend of mine called Alice. She goes to my school, she's in my class, and she's always been super duper nice to me. And I messaged her and I was like, hey Alice, can I call you, like, on the phone, because there's something I need to talk about, or like I'd like to tell you or something like that. And she was like, yeah, sure, you're right. And I was like, yeah, could we just please talk on the phone? And then I called her, and I remember I was home alone. Well, I was home alone, and I just like kept walking around my living room as we were talking because I was really nervous and I couldn't stand still. I can't ever stand still when I'm on the phone with someone. Anyway, so I was walking around and I explained to her like how I felt for a very, very, very long time, and I explained to her like my name and like my pronouns. I asked her if she could please call me that, and I explained to her how terrified I was about starting school again, and I was just crying and crying and crying, and I think she started crying too, I'm not completely sure, but it was just very emotional. And she was like, yeah, like, thank you so much for telling me, like, I'm gonna try my very best to call you Kovu, like, it's gonna be alright, like, don't worry, thank you for telling me. And she was so nice and so supportive, and that made me really, really happy, although I was just terrified. I was absolutely terrified. It was bad. Then after that I messaged my friend Sigrid. I didn't call her on the phone because I was so exhausted about crying so much, but I sent her a long message, and I was sure that she was going to support me because like she's just a very nice human being, a very genuine human being, and she treats everyone with respect. She's very like yay equality and stuff like that, so I sort of assumed that she was gonna like be nice, and she was, and she's so supportive. She's always been so supportive on me, and I love her. I absolutely love her, and I love Alice, and I love everyone else in my class, and I love everyone because people are so incredibly nice to me. But yeah, thank you Sigrid for always being there for me, like, seriously, like, I love you a lot. Anyway, so she was like super supportive, yeah, as I said, and yeah, then we started school, and she started calling me Kovu. Alice also called me Kovu. There were some slip-ups, but yeah, that's okay, like, she tried. But Sigrid, she literally never had slip-ups, which I'm really impressed by. But yeah, then after that I told some people who were also my friends at school. I don't really remember like exactly what I said. I think they just asked why people were calling me Kovu, and I think I just explained to them how I felt, and they were super supportive, which I'm really, really thankful for. So yeah, the rest of the people in my class or at school or whatever in my life, I will tell you about how I came out to them in my next video. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this video. I was hoping that like if I talked about my experiences, then maybe someone else will learn from that or like try and do the same. I don't know. I just want to say that if you're planning on coming out, please stay safe. Seriously, I can't stress this enough. Your safety is the most important thing, and if you think that the person you're going to come out to won't like take it well, like at all, don't come out to them, seriously, because we come out to be happy and to be ourselves. But if you come out and the person reacts incredibly negatively, we won't be happy, obviously, and then it would have been better to just not come out, if you know. Also, good luck to anyone who plans on coming out, and to anyone who just came out maybe yesterday. I'm so proud of you. I hope it went well. Comment down below how your coming out experience went. Pro tip, come out to a few very close friends first, because they're not family and they can't kick you out, but if your family does like get angry with you, then you can sleep at their house or something. I don't really know, but it's nice having supportive friends, especially in school, in case other people aren't supportive, and then they can like have your back. But yeah, I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day today. Stay safe and eat drink, and do not hurt yourselves. Remember, they are worth so much more than ever you life, seriously, and you're worthy of love, of life, of happiness, of all things good. Also, subscribe to see more of my awkward little face, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it too much. No hard feelings, I just want your honest opinions. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, or great, or yeah. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Maybe, if you want to, like, stick around. Bye! So to celebrate National Coming Out Day, there's like some kind of like hair somewhere. Also, please excuse my terrible skin. Can you see like hair somewhere? Because it feels like there's something there. Oh, anyway. Ugh. Does it look like I have an Adam's apple? Because people say that it looks like I have an Adam's apple sometimes. Ugh. I should have filmed the entire video like this. Like, this is such a good angle. Oh my god. I'm gonna do that with my next video. Bye.